Right, are we here? I think we're good to go. Right, are we okay? I think we're here. Hello. Hi. Are we all good? I think we're all good now. I mean, I get to watch the start now. Hi, welcome to the F1 Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. We see from the start, Hamilton gets an incredible start, goes on the outside of Lewis Hamilton, Perez. It could have been extra Sergio Verstappen. There's a great start, and then Hamilton possibly gets squeezed off the track. He does. He's forced to hit that curb heavy. Possibly got damaged, Lewis Hamilton. Thank you very much, Chris, for giving us an update. Now, I didn't see what happened to Nick Latifi. I'm going to look at Verstappen now off the start. It's an incredible start. Perez, no. It's a great start from Sergio Perez. Sorry, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good, mate. Oh, we love a hectic stream. You got to see a lovely shot of my bed then. Good start though. Great start. We love a hectic start in the sports corner. Hi, Chris. Hope you're all good, mate. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Hopefully more people do join us. I think because we started late, it probably won't as big. It might just be me and you. But it's all good. We're just seeing here is Hamilton tries to just get back on track and hits the curbs. Oh. Hits the curbs so heavy. Hits the curbs so heavy. Bounce off. Well, because of the late start, I'm going to show you my predictions. Hamilton in first, Perez in second, Leclerc third, and as it stands, Hamilton's in second, Verstappen's in first, and Perez is in Leclerc. Right, Leclerc's in third, we've got that. I've got most gone places Giovinazzi, we've got to back the boy. I've got for 6 DNS because of wet weather, we've got one. And I've got surprise, I've spelled surprise on as well. We've got surprise, and that was Nicholas Latifi. So Latifi spins out on the wet, and he just loses it again. It's not a nice crash. Oh, it's Nikita Mazepin, man. So Latifi does rejoin the track, fair enough. I think that is Latifi's fault there for once. Rare we say that, rare we do say, we normally say it's Mazepin. I would say it's Mazepin's fault. It was probably Latifi's fault. There comes across. I should not Mazepin's fault for once, which is very. But we've got a safety car. Luckily, so I actually haven't missed much. But we've got a safety car here. Verstappen on team radio. They're predicting these conditions for another. Did not see him. And in fairness, with the weather and stuff, I sort of don't expect him to see that. As you can see, those are obviously the qualifying positions, but that's changed so much with, now it's Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc, Perez, Ricciardo, Gasly, Stroll. Obviously, Gasly, Alonso, and Mazepin, the only two that are in. Where's Vettel? Because I know Vettel's, they're missing 2 drivers there. Ocon, poor start from Esteban Ocon, gone down 10 places, sitting in 19th now. I mean, do you know my prediction? Can I have Russell just getting points? Can we count that? There's Pierre Gasly on team radio. More rain in the pit lane for Gasly, for the AlphaTauri team, so could spell disaster. Could spell disaster. Obviously, if you've seen the thumbnail, I do apologise, the thumbnail will change. It will change. Didn't see him as Vettel has dropped down a bit here. He's coming to the pits. And he's going to be going on too. Oh, wow, another Haas has crashed now. On the exit of the pit lane, Schumacher has crashed. He's kept the engine running, so he'll go again. No front wing. If he can make his all way around, I suppose it's all fair play to Schumacher, though. Vettel's got to be careful, because Vettel came in to put on wet. Let's see what happened with Schumacher, because maybe Schumacher pitted there. Race control. Pit lane entry is obviously closed. Also, I wonder what's happening for Mick Schumacher. Will he have to go? I'm about to say, what is going on, Volley? I don't know, mate. I don't know. We've had Latifi crashing. We had a safety car. Hamilton possibly got damaged. We've had Mick Schumacher. Just see here. He was warming his tyres up and he just loses it. Clips the barrier. But well done, the front wing just skates off, but Schumacher keeps the car going. Going to have to get a brand new front wing on. That's going to be a very tough job for the Haas mechanics. But drivers, sorry, I had a mouthful. Drivers complaining that the safety car is going too slow. But Schumacher, trying to warm the tyres up, absolutely bobs it. And he spins out, crashes, loses front wing. He's managed to keep going, in fairness. But with the pit lane closed, will he actually... Just seeing Nicholas Latifi's car finally being recovered. As Schumacher will make his way back to the pit lane. It is raining, Vola. It is raining. It is raining. Big moment for Haas here, because obviously Schumacher coming in. Mazepin up into 16th. Good start by Verstappen. So Schumacher can't go in the pit lane because the pit lane is closed. So Schumacher has to just do another lap. Oh my God. So Schumacher's got to do another lap, and I don't understand why they haven't removed that front wing yet. Obviously yellow flag as it stands. Complaining, obviously the safety car's going too slow, cars are catching up, but we're going to have an interesting restart, especially in the wet. I mean, it's still raining, you can see it on the cameras. It'll be a great start. Hopefully Josh does see the message. Come on, Gio. It's his moment. Oh. Oh. I love Schumacher. He's so nice, isn't he? Is there anything I can do, guys? Oh. I mean, we've got a safety car for 5 laps here. But what a start we've had. What a start. The race is going to be a carnage at 15 finish. Well, if you look at the predictions, we'll ignore my spelling of surprise. I quickly typed them out. I've gone for 6. And we've had 1, possibly 2 with Mick Schumacher. If he can't fix his car. What's going on? Race control. Pit lane entry is open, which means Schumacher will be able to come in. They're showing the session forecast, rain and more rain. More rain. Get in there. It's what we want to see. It is what we want to see. As F1 fans, we love it. We love a wet race. 100%. This is going to be a very fun, interesting end to this. Obviously, thank you to everyone that joined Josh earlier. I mean, I like this from the Schumacher saying it's all over now, but its engineers just tell it it's fine. As by the way, I know this football thing, but PSG have just won it in the 95th minute after Saint Etienne got an equaliser in the 90th minute. As Schumacher comes in as the safety car is ending. So it's going to be a tough race, but there was contact between Hamilton and Verstappen. There was contact between everyone. And I was looking at the Dortmund lineup's just been revealed as well, so that game will be going on side by side. I'll keep an eye on that score just for myself. But the race will be starting. The Haas team are ready for Mick Schumacher. And he's going to go on Inters as well. I've just seen from Twitter. So I'm going to stay off Twitter because it might spoil it because we're a bit ahead. But right, they managed to get the nose off. They will put the new front wing on. There we go. They got it on. And the safety car will be ending. It's all about the start they can get. Obviously, they're getting dry parts of the track, but with obviously not being able to heat up the tyres, when they fully go, they're going to struggle on this restart. Yeah, remember when Kvyat was up 5 cars in? I love Danny Kvyat. It's such a shame that he's not on the thing. I suppose it's rotating. I like Kvyat. I like his aggressive style, but for everyone can have a seat. But yeah, that race was great last year. Try to find the F1 2020 calendar. That's Code Masters. There we go. When was the Emilia Romagna? It was Hamilton, weren't it? Yeah. Hamilton Bottas. It was when Danny Rick got it, because was that when Thingy had to get the tattoo, when Cyril had to get the tattoo for Danny Rick. Was that it? I'm trying to think. But also the second race at the Emilia Romagna. But also, what is going to be interesting, Danny Rick in P5. I mean, but we're on restarting here. Good start from Hamilton. Hamilton right behind Max Verstappen. Lot of spray. Hamilton on the outside, on the chicane. No contact this time. But he'll stick on him. As there was debris came off there. So close. Obviously, Lance Stroll. He loves a wet race, Lance Stroll. So much spray, though, on the track. Charles Leclerc, though, sitting right behind Lewis Hamilton. Sitting right behind him. Vettel will just get past Mazepin, the other half of the Mick Schumacher, way down on the grid after having to pit due to spinning out. But Carlos Sainz has just got past Lance Stroll, and he's got past Pierre Gasly. This Ferrari's getting a bit of pace, aren't they? Hamilton's slow. Lance did get robbed. But I love Lance. Lance is great. In fairness, look at Lando. He should be starting in P3 today, but obviously track limits, which were the sort of the dooming consequence. Gasly and Sainz are swapping in and out here. It's Verstappen, but Charles Leclerc hunting down Lewis Hamilton, who looks slow. He's not catching the Red Bull of Verstappen. We're on the long straight though. Can Charles Leclerc? Will he have DRS? Go on, Ferrari. Go on, Charles. Charles Leclerc on the straight. Won't get him. As fast as lap is Max Verstappen, but there's a big battle here. I feel like 3 wide. 2 wide. There's a lot of smoke here. And if a McLaren comes out ahead, that'd be... Gasly comes ahead of Lando Norris. It was Sainz, Norris and Ricciardo. Sainz, Norris and Gasly, sorry. And Lance Stroll and Valtteri Bottas. Bottas sitting in 10th. I mean, losing 2 places. Awful qualifying from Valtteri Bottas. Race control. The incident has been noted between the first lap between Verstappen and Hamilton. But we're having a great battle for 60. Gasly, Norris, Sainz, Stroll, Bottas. George Russell saying I said he might be able to get some points today. A couple of things go his way. It's a great battle, mid-table battle. We talk about that's lovely by Lando Norris there. On the beginning of the straight, gets past, I think it was Lance Stroll. And then just the 2 wide, he sees where he wants to go and he picks his spot and he goes for it. Lovely overtake from Lando Norris there. As we are 8 laps in, but it goes Sainz, Norris, Gasly, then Ricciardo. And Stroll just not that far behind Carlos Sainz. The Williams, a little bit of escape from Bottas there. Who's again, he's not far away from the Aston Martin, he's close as Max Verstappen. 10 laps in, he's got the fastest lap so far. That's another one. Red Bull clearly got pace. By the way, Yuki Tsunoda in 14th, up, made up 6th place, obviously. 5 if we're counting the crashing out, but the thing is, it feels like the track is drying. Lando Norris gets past Pierre Gasly. Gasly looks for the inside, doesn't get it. Lando holds on. I didn't watch it, mate. I saw that he won. Whatever that meant. I saw that it was an absolute shit show. The show, I don't know. But I saw that Jake Paul won, I suppose. I'm not a big MMA, boxing kind of guy. I prefer my fake kind of stuff. But yeah, I saw that he won. Sainz gets past Pierre Gasly now. Pierre Gasly dropped down 2 now. Losing a little bit of pace. I mean, both Haas back. Vettel really don't have pace. I mean, he's close to both the Alpines of Ocon and Alonso. Then it's Tsunoda, then it's a double Alpha with Giovinazzi and Raikkonen, then it's George Russell, and then it's a great battle. We've got Bottas, Stroll, Gasly, Sainz and Norris, and it's Ricciardo, Sergio Perez 4 seconds ahead of them. Leclerc, Hamilton. You're in a Discord call the entire time. It was a massacre. Perez, though. The steering wheel is moving by itself. Doesn't want that. You're Sergio Perez. And then it is Leclerc, Hamilton, and then Verstappen. Awful start from Valtteri Bottas. Chris said the Alpine is struggling. It is 16th and 15th. Vettel hunting them both down. The thing is, this track is dry on places and sodden on the others. The rain is hit so awkwardly on this track. Lance Stroll, though, will get past Pierre Gasly on the outside. Gasly looks for the inside, though. Oh, lovely switching of positions between these two things. And no investigation necessary between the Verstappen and Hamilton incident that occurred. But, well, this is a bit of fun, isn't it? This is a bit of fun. Heating up here. Heating up. There's a yellow flag in sectors 1 and 2. Is it an Alpine? Nope. Never mind, there's a green flag. More rain incoming. That's from the AlphaTauri garage. There was a yellow flag though, but seemingly gone someone possibly running wide in between sector 1 and 2. Also, have you seen the new F1 2020 game? Looks very good. Proper storyline and everything. Very fun. Vettel will get past Alonso. Bottas. It's Lance Stroll has dropped down. No, he ain't. It's just timing charts. But there's an absolute bunch of cars as Hamilton sets the fastest lap. But there's a great battle. Bottas, Stroll, Gasly, Russell's even in there. Carlos Sainz running wide into the gravel. He would have lost a bit of time here. I don't know how he's not lost positions. He must have a bit. He just must have got a lead on Gasly. He's got a 3 second lead. 3-4 second lead against Gasly. Yeah, you see them in the hind. That's a bum. Don't know. What's the word? Stroll will get past Gasly. Will they interswitch again? Just seeing what happens. Carlos Sainz just runs wide. Just doesn't break. Who is in P1? It's Max Verstappen, mate. Max Verstappen. Just seeing Lance Stroll's overtake on Carlos Sainz on that strip. Is this coming into chicane? No, it's not. Oh, Stroll does run wide there. Could have picked up a little bit of damage. As it stands, it's Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc, Perez, Ricciardo, Norris, Sainz, Stroll, Gasly, Bottas, Russell, Raikkonen, Gio, Tsunoda, Ocon, Vettel, Alonso, Mazepin as Lando Norris gets past his teammate, and then they switch in and out. Under investigation, that's Sergio Perez for overtaking behind the safety car. We saw it happen. The turn 9 incident overtaken while the safety car is deployed. Could have been implications on this race. That's the thing, with rain, anything can happen. But then I'm looking and it doesn't look like much rain is hitting. But then you see Norris's onboard camera. It's wet. The spray. Oh, I beg we have a Germany. It just isn't wet enough, I don't think, Valley. But all the cars, from, I would say, Alonso, who's his 17th, to, my God, to probably Valtteri Bottas, all so close to each other. As Valtteri Bottas does get past Pierre Gasly. Gasly just, look at 8 seconds between 17th. Sergio Perez has got a stop and go penalty for overtaking while under yellow flag, so that will hinder him. It will allow Ricciardo and Norris and possibly even Carlos Sainz to get ahead of him. Oh shit, yeah, let's go and pit lane. He's gonna lose a lot of time. I completely forgot about the driving in as well. So under the safety car, he's come off, and then but that is huge for Red Bull. We're showing the race control. Michael Marassi, is it? Can't remember off the top of my head. But that's huge for the Red Bull, because if it says it's Red Bull, even though Verstappen's winning, they're not having another car possibly. How close this pack is, probably not getting that many, maybe 3 points. I think it might not be a stop and go. Oof. Someone holds it well, but my God, look at the pack. And there's a Williams. It's a Williams and AlphaTauri. It's George Russell. Gets pap. Yeah, Gasly. Things you love to see. The Williams. Michael Bressey's Australian. Don't know that. Does really well. As Raikkonen gets past Gasly. Gasly, there's a yellow flag in Sector 2. It's all clear, never mind. Don't tease me like that, don't tease me. Mazepin comes into their pits as well. There is a bunch of cars though, all in order. Verstappen does set the fastest lap. Yuki Tsunoda up to 14th, sitting now behind his teammates. The Alfa Romeos get past Pierre Gasly. Gasly has lost so much time. George binned it last year. He's got to wait till the end. Exactly. He's just got to hold on, George. Just hold on. Yuki Tsunoda gets past Gasly. Well, one of the guys are, yeah. Schumacher gets past his teammate, and this is not a race to remember from Haas. So far behind the entirety of the pack. And Vettel will get past Esteban Ocon. But it's still Max up front with Hamilton, then Leclerc, then Perez, who hasn't come into pit yet to take his stop and go. He'll have to come in soon, surely, in the road tap. As fastest sector, Hamilton has set in Sector 1. Can he close the gap as it's Alpine on Alpine? Fernando Alonso gets past. He doesn't get past Esteban Ocon. He will get past Esteban Ocon, who's dropped down. I've said it before, I say it again. Mazepin will make Haas bankrupt if. Yeah. The thing is, right, he brings money. Don't get me wrong, he does. I can't spell. Mate, trust me. Look, I can prove that I can't spell. Surprise. There's an R in there. I spelled surprise wrong. I put surprise. Anyway, I spelled wrong. Yeah, that's what I said. Said it before. I'll say it again. The thing is, he does bring in money, don't get me wrong. As Carl Sainz, he bins it again into the gravel. Does go wide again, Carlos Sainz. Second time so far today. Just showing Giovinazzi when he cut past Yuki Tsunoda. Is that Yuki Tsunoda? No, that's Pierre Gasly, because then Yuki gets past him again. Just when Gasly just loses so much time in and around all the cars. So I feel so Gasly was the one who got caught up in everything and just dropped like a stone. The thing is, he just needs consistent performances, Mazepin, but he's spun on everyone so far. 2 races, 2 spins. Not even races, but 2 weekends. As an AlphaTauri is going to go some minutes. May Jesus bless his Italian look like. I love Antonio. He might be my most underrated, not even underrated driver, just my most loved driver. Like, you know, like, it's, everyone likes Lando Norris, George Russell, the Twitch crew. Obviously, I'm not going to deny, I love Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc's great. But, don't get me wrong, Antonio Giovinazzi, there's something about Gio. Obviously, I think he came second. Did he come second in his F2 series? Only 11 points, I think, behind his teammate, Pierre Gasly. Verstappen's just asking, keep an eye when people are going to pit for slicks. But I doubt it very much. If the rain's hitting, but if the track is drying out, we're going to get a game. Yuki about getting points, he is. In fairness, Alfa Romeos, there's so many Alphas. Alfa Romeos about to get in the points, possibly. Gasly may have grown tyres. Well, in fairness, he was on the wets, and if the track's drying up, there's no point sticking on the wets, is there? You're just going to not have any grip at all. But good battle here. 5th, 6th, McLaren. 11th, 12th, Alfa Romeos. 15th, 16th, Alpine. Norris saying he has a lot of pace in him. He just can't use it at the moment. I do love the graphic they've done. Norris is hunting down his teammate here, but he just says he can't activate that pace. He'll be giving it this rate. I don't think it is though. I think it's drying up, unfortunately, Volley. I just think it's drying up. Unfortunately, I don't think it's wet enough to have some more drama. The team seem more balanced. Exactly, that's the thing. It's like, look, don't get me wrong, it is going to be... I like that Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz not yet this season, but Charles Leclerc has pushed up and challenged, but the Red Bull, Merc and Ferrari head. But then again, that mid-table battle of McLaren, one of the Ferraris, Aston Martin if Vettel's up there, I mean, Bottas, but like, all the other teams, it does seem... Oh... McLaren are going to do a swap here. They're going to do a swap. If I'm Daniel Ricciardo, I don't want that, but... but McLaren's doing a switch here. Here we go. And Lando Norris will be given time, but I'm sure Daniel Ricciardo will want that favour repay him. We'll want that favour repaying if he does stay with him. Interesting to see what we've got. Yeah, that's the thing. Everything seems so much more closer this year. In fairness, I can't believe we're only 2 races in. We're having another break, aren't we? Another week break, and then we've got a double header, which is nice. Pretty confident if you look at schedule. Schedule. Yeah. Another week break, then we're in Portugal, then we're in Spain, but then we get a big break, and then we're in fucking Monaco. Verstappen's saying it's getting drier, but it's still drizzling. So, Gasly up into 18th now. He's really dropped down. I didn't even notice. Any other big movers? Yuki Tsunoda, Carlos Sainz in 7th. He came from 11th. I mean, Yuki's the biggest one. Kimi Räikkönen and Giovinazzi are both up 5 as well. Ocon dropped like a stone in 6th. Obviously qualified in 9th. And he's dropped down. All the drivers not done. Not the thing. I mean, Lance Stroll up 2 from qualifying in 10th. Hamilton down 1. Perez down 2. After talking about how he wants to maybe look at changing tyres, he's now complaining. He's now complaining that he's slipping more. This is one of the most vocal times we've seen Max Verstappen be so much more vocal. I don't think we've seen him to complain a lot, but in terms of we're hearing him so much time just talking to his team. Wow. I didn't even realise Verstappen, all 3 races in Italy, he failed to finish all of them. But I mean, yeah, Portugal, then Spain, then Monaco, then Baku. Love Baku. Not that Baku is shit. Then Canada, possibly. I don't think Canada's going to be happening. Then France, and then Austria. Is that when we know we'd have the breaks Hungary in it? Yeah, then we get a month break. And then we're at Belgium, then Netherlands, we're at Zandvoort, Italy, Russia, Singapore, Japan, United States, Mexico, Brazil, Australia, Saudi Arabia, and Abu Dhabi. And obviously, that new track announced today, Miami. Oh, I think it goes around the Inter Miami Stadium as well. As Perez will drop with the penalty, exactly. So is he taking it, or is it just a normal? Ooh. So McLaren saying they don't want to be the first car to pit onto dries. Doesn't want to drop onto dry tyres. Or at least the first team to drop onto dries. But you know what? Good. Not much happened obviously after that safety car that I missed. It's just... It's really a game of pulling the triggers. It's just which team goes onto dries to test the track. Like Verstappen saying, the track is dry and then it's wet. Interesting to see when teams pull the trigger. But Max Verstappen, as it stands, out ahead in front. If it finishes like this, you go into this. Oh, you're Aussie, aren't you, mate? You're Aussie. Wait, Volley, who do you support in the A-League? If you don't know, we've been doing A-League watchalongs. Who do you support? If you support an A-League team, but you guys, in fairness, I think we might have crowds to Silverstone, but it's so expensive. Because it's down south as well. It's train or drive, hotel, then thingy. And when you're a lovely student, it costs way too much. Hamilton, saying the tyres are hot. Then as Australia later on will be interesting. It'll be really interesting to see what happens there. But I mean, my favourite race is Baku. I love Baku. There's something about the track I love. Just looking there. When does Portugal start? Portugal's another afternoon start at 3 o'clock. So also with this race, the reason we started late is because it was originally scheduled for Sunday at 3 o'clock. But then it just says 2 o'clock in. I don't know whether that was due to possibly... Yeah, even when you look at the thing, it says 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, but now it's 2 o'clock to 4. As we are 38 minutes into this race, 21 laps left. Valtteri Bottas needs to go because he's languishing in 9th right now. He doesn't look like the backup driver we've seen in the past season. Normally he is in and around in that 3rd or 4th, scrapping up them other vital high points. In 9th today, Valtteri. I mean, I know he had a bad qualifying in 8th, but you want to see more. Gasly will overtake Mick Schumacher as Russell and Kimi Räikkönen in a battle here. Actually, it's not even a battle. Räikkönen is just trying to hunt Russell down, who can get some points today. Will be his maiden points. Interesting to see. Ferrari are looking at tyres. I mean, if you're going to put anyone on tyres, put it on Carlos Sainz's. I mean, Charles Leclerc, obviously 20 laps in on these Inters. It's the slicks at Aston Martin. I think as Ted Gravitz is saying, pace are about to go crazy. It's Sebastian Vettel. Go on, Sebastian. I'm glad he's got the cojones to go for it. Here we go. Not the quickest of pit stops, but Vettel will go. I mean, if there's any driver you want that veteran experience to try to figure it out for you. I know you're giving the rest of your grid, your information, but I suppose you've got nothing to lose with Vettel starting 16th. I feel like this year, it is really a learning season. I don't know whether Vettel... I think, how long was Vettel's contract? Sebastian Vettel... Aston Martin contract. Oh! Wow. Sebastian Vettel, something about wheels not fitted at the 5-minute signal. 33-year-old. For 22 million. Not... I don't want to know the pay cut. I want the, how long it is. How long is it? Is it just for one season? I think it is just for one season. I'm just trying to read here. 2021 season is just on about. Maybe it is just a... I'm not even going to high, but got to be respected, really. Is Valtteri Bottas there? Really not catching up Lance Stroll a little bit. Oh, here we go. I say that. And now he's sniffing on that green car. Can he get him? Can he get the Canadian? Canada versus Finland. Iceland? That's... I mean, Chris, you said pits are about to go crazy. Nothing happening right now as it stands. Nothing happening right now. So it's a stop and go penalty for Vettel. So don't know what that was for. Don't know what that was for. who we're on board with. I think that's still Valtteri Bottas. Here we go. Can this Merc catch up? I saw the pink Merc from last year, but not really had the pace this year, the Aston Martin. Not as you'd expect. Not as you'd expect considering how they were last year, but Vettel down is 17th. I know that he pitted and stuff, but Vettel qualifying in 13th is... It's not where you're expected to see your top 10 to be Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, then Aston Martin, then maybe even AlphaTauri in that 11th, 12th, then possibly Alfa Romeo, then Alpine, then maybe Williams, and then Haas. Which it changes a lot because if you look, George Russell qualified in 12th, Nicholas Latifi qualified in 14th. I feel like there is always one outlier, and it's normally Alfa Romeo and Haas, and then one other driver from any other team, and it's normally due to an incident. Vettel last week, Tsunoda this week. I mean, speaking of Tsunoda, he's made his way up the track a little bit, just a little bit. Charles Leclerc just bouncing over that curb. So, interesting. Sebastian Vettel will come in for his pits. Not having his tyres fitted at the 5-minute signal. And it seems like such a long penalty. I mean, you know what? It gives the Haas, because I think that's just a Haas that's gone past. Or it's either a Haas or it's a back marker. It was a back marker because it wasn't even a back marker. Vettel's becoming because it's his teammate and Valtteri Bottas, who again are in a good battle. 700ths of a second separated the two drivers. Hamilton is getting his grip back though. Mazepin, Vettel is obviously sorry. So interesting to see. Mick Schumacher is on softs. What? When did he go on softs? And also, why is he on softs in this weather? Did not know that. Mick Schumacher throwing balls to the wall. But Verstappen, Hamilton, 2.4 seconds. Verstappen has to get past everyone. And Hamilton will have to as well. We'll have to get past Vettel. He's stuck behind Vettel. He'll have to find a space to get past him to catch up to Max. Gonna have to try get past Vettel. There we go. Vettel moves out of the way. Verstappen just saying the track is dry, but not enough to try switch. Because you see, obviously, with the parts where the car is, it is dry. But all it takes is take a corner wider, take a corner slower, and you've bombed it. Just looking at Verstappen. Ooh, is that graining? On the inside of his front left, graining on his tyre. Same on all of them actually, it's on the inside. Hamilton, little bit of graining on his rear left as well. But his his front left looks fine. That tyre looked good though. The tyre looked good for Merck. Way better than the thing, and that's why Hamilton is catching up. And Bottas saying no cars, changing tyres. Yeah, and I think it's all to do with, Vettel changed it, and look where he is. He's 17th. Not really getting any time. There's Mazepin. Will pit. Has not crashed out yet, or not spun yet in this race. Just in qualifying. Or free practice, weren't it? But can Verstappen and Hamilton catch up? We've got another 37 laps left. Oh, and that's Carlos Sainz and Daniel Ricciardo. And he gets in there in the midfield pack. Well done. Well done to Carlos Sainz. Get past Daniel Ricciardo. Going to hunt the other McLaren down. Just hunting. Well done to Carlos Sainz out of nowhere, seemingly. He's bombed it off the track, but seemingly like Ferrari's got a bit of pace to sort of get him back onto pace. But that gap is under 2 seconds. Hamilton is catching. Just on the straight. Carlos Sainz got the pace to catch with Daniel Ricciardo. Does really well. Does really, really well. And it was an AlphaTauri who's paid. It's Yuki Tsunoda. He is on mediums, Yuki Tsunoda. So AlphaTauri now pulling that trigger. Perez has got a 10-second penalty, but it's not a stop and go anymore, is it? It's not a stop and go. So, Jesus. As I'm saying, I think Dortmund are losing. Are Dortmund losing, or did Julian Brandt score? Okay, I think Bremen scored, because I think it's 1-0 to them. It is 1-0 to Werder Bremen. Jesus Christ, Dortmund are wank. I'll bet the boys a little bit. Oh, Milo Rashika as well. I like Rashika. Verstappen. He does not know. Verstappen pits. Hamilton doesn't follow him in. Verstappen pits. Interesting to see now. They pull the trigger. Verstappen's in. Got onto the mediums. The Russell pits. Raikkonen pits. This is where you want to see the pits going crazy right now. And that's a Williams skating. Coming out of the pits. But Max Verstappen in the pit exit. Ferrari now will pit. Ferrari will pit. Who will it be? It will be, I presume Gasly's pitting again. I would presume it'd be Charles Leclerc. It's Carlos Sainz. Obviously, by the way, Red Bull did go for the undercut. Mediums for Carlos Sainz. Good pit stop. Daniel Ricciardo has pitted. This is where everything will come into place. Bottas just comes out ahead of Carlos Sainz now with Stroll. But Hamilton has come into the pits. Here we go. The right tyre a bit slow there. The front rear. The right front was a lot slower. But Verstappen. This is going to be close. There's Verstappen. There's Hamilton. He drifts out and now he's right behind Verstappen. Undercut pays off. If that right rear went on quicker, as Perez is serving his stop and go. There's a change of steering wheel as well. Wait, what? They're not... About to say it, they gave him a new steering wheel while the penalty was happening. Well, that is that could be another penalty. As Bottas will come in for the pits. That surely might have to be a penalty, right? Bottas in. Quick pit stop. Lando Norris pitted. Sergio Perez saved his penalty, but I would presume that possibly should be another penalty. Interesting. Very interesting indeed right now. This is very interesting here. This is very interesting. George Russell. Whoa, back up to the points. Verstappen sets the fastest lap on them slicks. $33 laps left and it's getting very hairy here. Giovinazzi ahead of Tsunoda and Alonso. Ocon gets ahead of Alonso as Alonso does pit. Probably a race not to remember for Sebastian Vettel and Pierre Gasly. Not where you'd expect them to be. I mean, same with Yuki Tsunoda in 12th. Not the race for AlphaTauri, really. So not the perfect race. But for Hamilton is 8 hundredths quicker. But obviously that is because of traffic. I mean, this is getting close. Again, I feel like we're getting another battle we got last week with Verstappen and Hamilton really taking it down to the last laps. I hope we get that. As Vettel sets the fastest lap, obviously, because he is on them slicks. Go on, Seb. Go on, Seb. Valtteri Bottas has just been lapped. Race control DRS has been enabled now. Here we go, but there's a lot of cars. There are a lot of cars. Lance Stroll got past Valtteri Bottas, who really is not firing at all. Everyone has been lapped by Verstappen, apart from Lewis Hamilton. Oh! Lewis Hamilton! Hamilton might be out. Louis, what happened there? Broken from wing, Hamilton's out. What happened? Is he still going? And Hamilton, he can't get the car going. He's reversing. He's just stuck. And he is not moving here. Lewis Hamilton. He is sat. And people... There we go. He's finally moving. He's finally moving. And Hamilton... He's still gone. I mean, they've claimed he's out, but Lewis Hamilton... Oof. His front wings damage is sparking a lot. It's Daniel... Oh, there's another crash. Is that Russell? Oh, George. That's going to be a safety car. Oh my God, that's a lot of debris. Hopefully both drivers are alright. Russell's moving. What has gone on there? George, mate. Again at Emilia, it was set for points. Bottas is smoking there. And he's going to go check on Valtteri Bottas, I think. See what happens here. There's another car that's spun there. It's Fernando Alonso. As Russell's just gone and I think apologised to Bottas. Russell is not happy. He's either with himself or... You can tell he's not happy. The way he's walking, as Hamilton will get a new thing. Who's the other driver? Bottas. Bottas and Russell, mate. And I think Russell goes into him as Hamilton pits. But, wow. So is this Hamilton or is this Bottas we're seeing? You're a twat, KL. Oh, it is Bottas, actually. Wow. Bottas, there we go, we can see it from here. George Russell goes on the outside. It hits the grass, hits the side of Bottas. And it's just a coming together. They've got to... Oh, it's not a nice crash. It's not a nice crash. Oh. And 2 drivers. These 2 good drivers both out in this race. Bottas not happy. I mean, his race obviously wasn't going well, but who's at fault there? I don't know whether obviously both drivers not happy. I think Valtteri's a bit winded because he goes clattering into that left barrier. But Russell goes on the right. I feel like he's got space. And does Valtteri come across? Does Russell go into Bottas? But Bottas just a bit winded there. Not a nice... Yeah. But does George lose it? That's, by the way, Mercedes. 2 of the Mercedes drivers out now. But there's also Hamilton, who is... I want to see where he is. But it's a safety car right now, which... So we're seeing Lewis Hamilton's mistake. This was the first one. Oh, they've red flagged it, but seeing Hamilton just try to overtake the back markers and just slides off. But it's a red flag in this race. Well, a red flag, something I don't think we expected today. And luckily, I've got the Dortmund game on, so we've got a bit of entertainment. Is that a lovely goal? The Dortmund are winning. Is that... Oh, what Gio? That's a lovely kit. Oh, this is going great. We've got a red flag in the F1. Dortmund have equalised. But George Russell is out, which is very sad. But we've got a red flag. We love a red flag. Now, I will get a drink. You'll still be able to hear me. I'm just going to go fill my water up. But wow, what a red flag. Don't think anyone expected that. For sure. We'll turn the tap on. But I don't think anyone is probably not picking me up, actually. I don't think anyone expected a red flag here. Race suspenders, cars to line up in the pit lane. We obviously got a couple last year. We got a couple of red flags in and around. But Giovanni Reyna's got a lovely finish. But more importantly, red flag here in F1. And I've thrown my thing around. There we go. We'll fill that up. Oh, batting sure. My bunda might be in sure. Bottas will just get in the middle. I think he was just really winded, Bottas. That's why you see him laying on the side. But Hamilton down in 9th. As it stands up, Verstappen in 1st, Leclerc in 2nd, Norris in 3rd, Perez in 4th, Carlos Sainz in 5th. And this race is going to go on for a bit longer. Another standing start, possibly. Or maybe start under yellow flag, under safety car. Okay. Alright. I don't think Josh saw my message, so I do apologise for the thumbnail. I'll get it sorted after the race. I will get it sorted after the race and fix that. Jesus. But this is going to... Oh, that is an awful collision. I understand why both drivers were absolutely stunned. Seeing George Russell, yeah. From that angle, it looks like George, because he swings in. It's not a nice crash though. Did Lando Norris get screwed by Sainz? I don't think so. I mean, this... Oh. About to say, I thought it was George Russell, like, just saying, you're alright, but... when you look at it, it looks like Bottas sticks his middle finger up, and then Russell gives him a slap on the helmet. This is interesting, but Hamilton, not the race he would want. Opportunity for him to come back, though. It sort of allows for a break in play. It's a chance for Lewis Hamilton now. We've seen him. He is class. He's is the reason he's one of the best drivers on the grid. There is. So all the drivers are going to get warmed up here, get a cup of tea. Oh, is this a penalty? We might have a penalty in the Dortmund game. Ooh, late challenge on Marco Reus. Could be a pen. Could be a pen, as the cars are getting removed here. So that is it. I mean, at least the cars being moved, but there's so much debris. It would be a standing start, as you said, Volley. Sorry, Chris. So yeah, it probably would be a standing start, which would be very nice to see. Would be very nice to see. Yeah, it was Bottas who did stick his middle finger up, which is great. Oh, it is a penalty for Dortmund. Get in there. Shit out state, but go on, Dortmund. I think is that Pierre Gasly or is that UK? It's UK. Go on, UK. I mean, started in 19th, and I think he's up to 10th. He's in 10th, as commentators have just said. Carlos Sainz, tell you what, he had a poor start, but he was getting overtaken and going off a lot. But he's still in and around that McLaren. The standing start's going to be very fun, though. It's going to be very fun. Oh, see Lance Stroll there, who I think shaved his head over lockdown or after the race, so he's supporting when that hair's growing back, it doesn't look the best. I can't say anything about hair, but you know what I meant. As Erling Haaland did put the penalty away, which was very nice. I'm not complaining at that. But Lance Stroll there, I mean, quiet race, but sitting in 7th. I mean, the red flag position it is Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris, Perez, Sainz, Ricciardo, Stroll, Raikkonen, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Alonso, Ocon, Gasly, Vettel, Schumacher, Mazepin. That'll be interesting because they did change Perez's wheel. So that is very strange because surely you're not allowed to modify the car. So very strange. I will just see if Josh, if I say it loud enough, he might be able to hear it. He is active on Facebook. I'll ping him. Just see if you can do that so it looks a bit better, as people know. But I mean, there's gonna be a bit of a break in play. Kale, if you're here, mate, I don't know if you came for the Dortmund goal. Can you tell Josh to check his messages, please? I'd appreciate it, pal. And Lando P3, exactly. I think I don't understand. So Perez has took the 10-second time penalty, so he did really well to get back into 4th. But what I don't understand is he changed his wheel, so it's not going to matter anyway. Oh, look at Lawrence Stroll. Look at him. Is that Otmar as well? It is. Looking like Santa Claus. Look at the grey beard, the grey hair. He's looking good. I like Lawrence Stroll. And Kimmy. Even though it's raining, wearing his sunny G's. Big Daddy Stroll looks like a mafia boss. He does. Like this season of Drive to Survive, he was made out to look like the biggest James Bond villain. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Josh. He's checked me message. I love him for that. Charles Leclerc, though. I mean, they're getting some what they call cleaning trucks. Track sweeper. There you go. Cleaning trucks. So it's not the official phrasing I'd use. We're just seeing it again. Okay, this is probably... No, you see from the Haas. By the way, well done to... I think it's the Haas and maybe an Alfa Romeo for dodging all that. Here we go. So from we'll see it from George's angle initially. Goes on the right. Yeah. But I think it's... I don't want to say it's a combination of both, but Bottas goes to the right because he's close. Bottas veers to the right, Russell veers to the left to avoid the grass because he's going to spin out. Because he's done that, he's sort of made connection with Bottas. You know, this Alpha angle might be a little bit better because he was right behind it. So well done to Kimi Räikkönen. There was an eat from both drivers. They both dived into each other. Russell throws something. It's his seatbelt buckle that came loose. Kimi's angle's better. It was George Russell. So is Russell possibly? I think it's Russell's fault. It'll be interesting to see this investigation. I think also, what is George Russell's penalty? I'm just going to type in F1 penalty points this year. Here we go. So this year, if we go current points, where's George? Why has he got Pastor Maldonado? Current driver. Right. Hamilton's on 8. Where's Russell? Russell's on 3. That was the last time he got some points. And it was for 2 fast under double yellows. So, no, he'd be alright. He would be alright. Never mind, that was in 21. I'm just looking, Kvyat. I'm just trying to figure out, where's George Russell here? There. So I think he's on 4. He's on 3 because 1 was for the previous year. Okay. I wondered if he could think it. I don't think he could thought about it. Same. Ooh. This will be... Okay. Oh, it's 3-1 to Dortmund. I missed the goal. Go on, Dortmund. Oh my god, that might be Haaland's easiest goals he's ever scored in his career. Lovely by Gio. Lovely ball. Oh, he's makes him by accident. Oh, what the fuck is that defending? Sorry if you're not a football fan, but luckily, I was literally saying yesterday to them lot, I was like, you know what, perfect situation is, we get the race before for half an hour, then when the Dortmund game kicks off, we get a red flag. The red flag goes until half-time. We get the half-time, we get F1. Another red flag lets me watch the second half of Dortmund. It'd be great. I mean, in all that, we can't forget about Lewis Hamilton. He goes off the track, he loses it. He loses grip, skates off. It drops him down to 9th, and then the red flag comes out, but... Jesus. Wow, like that's one thing you don't expect it from Lewis Hamilton to sort of make a mistake like that. Is Fernando Alonso insane in 12th? Oh, and it was George that put Lewis off. Toto gonna have a chat with him too. Yeah, tonight. Just gonna go. That's his future seat. Oh, you're a legend, Josh. You're an absolute legend, mate. So we actually do have a thumbnail. We actually do have a proper thumbnail. Is it that one? Which was that? No, you're a legend, Josh. We'll save that. So the thumbnail will actually be proper normal. Just because this race started so early, like I was going to tell Josh which driver to have on and stuff. Nope, the race started way earlier than I thought. Just want to replace that. But, okay, right. Charles Leclerc walking back to his car here. But Charles Leclerc's just second. I tell you what, just for the entirety of the race, best situation is first corner, Verstappen, Leclerc goes inside, Verstappen gets nervous, either runs wide or runs off, either drops down the pack or gets DNF'd, and then we could have a Leclerc Norris Perez finish, which would be very nice. And tell you what, it really throws the season up in awe. If let's say Hamilton doesn't get many points, let's say he finishes 9th, that's 2 points. It'd be interesting to see how the season goes. Hamilton sort of calming himself down. The thing is, he's the kind of driver who can put this behind him. Same with Max Verstappen. The quality that they possess, the quality they possess is enough to keep the minigames. Verstappen's just going to have a look on the track here. He's looking at see what the weather's like for the start, which I love from Max Verstappen. It's dried. It has dried. I mean, Lewis Hamilton, though, walking back. It's going to be a great start. Obviously, in 9th. Can he... Oh, look at him. He's a god amongst men. He's a god amongst men. Antonio Giovinazzi. Look at him. We love him. We love Gio. in this chat we stand here. Don't know when the race will, restart. We always do get a 5-minute warning beforehand. I mean, I could give you play-by-play of the Dortmund game. Haaland has 2 goals, 2 shots on target. But yeah. By the way, Trap, what do you think about the race in Miami? This is really Chris and Voller. What do you think about the race in Miami? Because I think looks very, very nice. It looks very nice in my opinion. That's update. There we go. We might waggle on for a second as I will just go put another drink in the fridge just so I've got another one ready and I don't have to go off and make my own. But yeah, still the red flag. Still the red flag. What was in the Miami track? That's what I do. I'll change the thumbnail. The Miami track looks very, very nice. As the thumbnail. Oh, there we go. It has updated. Nice. Never mind. That's all good. Boom. It's going to be interesting. So what I will do is I will just quickly go get another drink so I don't have to go off when the race restarts while we've got a red flag. But something I don't think that we have actually done on these streams, on the F1 streams, is if we go to the reliable folder. Where is it? That one. We'll choose this song. I'll be back. In fact, I'll just go quickly get another drink. I'll leave the thumbnail. I'll leave this on because it's fine. We're back. Apologies for the doors. Rowan's back. And is F1 back is the key one? It's not back yet. Oh, that's it. If I should have said everyone use this time to go get yourself a drink. But I realised you can go do that with still me being here. But, I still don't think it will happen. Really? Why, Chris? Why don't you think it'll happen in Miami? You were announced when they signed a 10-year deal. If I'm correct in thinking. Latest news. Alonso hits the wall on his outlap. I forgot Alonso hit the wall on his outlap as well. A lot of stuff happened before we started even. We'll turn... right, I'm just watching. So Russell goes straight over to Bottas. Bottas sticks his middle finger up at Russell. Also, heat of the moment, don't get me wrong. But let me try and find out the Miami thing announced. There it is. The circuit looks nice, and I feel like where it is, it's gonna. That could be. It's said back for the brand new. The race set to be first since 1959. It's going to be outside the Miami Dolphins Stadium. Expects the first race in a 10-year deal to take place in the second quarter of 2022. So do you think you probably get back-to-back Australia? In fairness, because where's Cota? That's Austin, isn't it? It's in Dallas. So if that's happening in Miami, that's on. Shame. I try to think because it'd be nice if you had an East Coast. No, sorry, it'd be nice if you had a West Coast. It's like an LA one, and then you could do like triple headers. Parts with the middle-in-law, he's not losing his seat yet. He's not. It'd be nice if you had a West Coast one, so you had like an LA, Dallas, Miami. Big race for Charles Leclerc, you know. He's getting back in the car. Well, getting back ready. But like the planned circuit looks nice. Can I save the image? Save it as download. Here we go. If we put it up here, I feel like the image for the new track looks really nice. Image, Streamlabs, boop, image 1. Browse. We go into downloads. I feel like this looks really. It could be a really nice track loadout, you know. Because if you have sort of, so I'm guessing it'll. I don't like the. I feel like the race finish line would be better on that really long straight. I know it'd be huge, but boom, straight into that first corner. I wonder if you could show a mouse, but into that first corner. Then the little chicane, wide out, little bit of a straight for overtake. Another little chicane, long turn, a lovely long straight, but with little turns, so not. It just wouldn't favour. By the way, the race will restart in 7 minutes. Another little straight with another curve, then another nice little chicane, a harsh turn if you were there, and then a huge long straight, then to the final corner, and a nice little chicane into the end. Could lead to some nice little racing, you know. I kind of like it. And also, it'd be really nice to go there if you could time it with. I still think there's city pools that need to pass. It's not been going great. Also, I suppose we've seen the Florida weather with storms and stuff. It's sort of after the thingy time. I mean, storms would be perfect because it would be guaranteed probably a wet race. But just trying to think, you probably when would that if that race is maybe in NFL season, I might have to try plan a trip round there. Go to Miami, go to the race, then go to Jacksonville, go watch Jacksonville play, then go to an AEW show while I'm there, might as well. Duval County, mate. Dortmund are 3-1 up, by the way, in sort of the secondary watch-on that is going on the channel right now with me. Also, 2 Red Bulls in the... This is a huge opportunity for the Red Bulls to get points. If they can get 2 top 5 finishes, it's huge. It's Christian Horner's just chatting to... Don't know who that was. It was an F1 guy. But yeah. Have the race during a game. Oh, that'd be amazing. During a Miami game, just in the background, you see meow. Because you'd be able to get so many good puns. To a Tugafile over there. With an absolute rocket and an F1 thrower. You know what I mean? Running like he's out. Like he's a running back. I don't know. Running like he's in the track. He's racing today. It would be great. That would be. In fairness, they could. No, it'd be logistics. Also, they couldn't do it the same day because imagine having to get into the stadium while that's going on. Got to be treated for you could have like a really nice bridge going over. In fairness, I think the proper as all the cars will be going back out. Will be going onto grid, but I feel like the proposition is there. Do you know like the idea looks good? It's just execution. So I've got 2 drinks. Quench the thirst. Alpha Tauri there. Interesting. I mean, if we look at the predictions I made, we'll ignore the spell of surprise. I went for Hamilton first. Hamilton's in 9th. I went for Perez second. Perez is in 4th, and Leclerc in 3rd. Leclerc's in 2nd. So the people that have got Bottas I didn't put in there, and then obviously it's a poor race from Williams. I went most game places Giovinazzi. I think that's to Yuki Tsunoda now up 10. So Giovinazzi needs to get a shift on a bit. I've gone for 6 DNS. We're at 3, and I've gone for Williams double points. I may have jinxed Williams. I may have jinxed them. May have jinxed them. But woof. What a start. What a race. Low key. Low key, low key, low key. Oh. Let's have another drink. I'm just looking at... Just seeing the Ferrari fans. I mean, I saw a lovely... I think it was a TikTok. I saw a lovely TikTok of a guy. Oh. Just listen. Charles Leclerc, a bit of radio communication there, saying take off the earphones so only I can hear you or something. Don't know what that means, but Charles, he's doing what? He's very similar to Kimi with his wheel, Hamilton with his gloves. That's one of the normal gloves. Give me the gloves. Oh, right. See, so I've just seen one. It's AJ3 FIFA has just tweeted Bottas was far over. And from that image, it looks like Bottas is really far over. This is one where they're going to have a really good look at that. Oh, that's a right gift, by the way. Sorry. If on Red Bull's Twitter, restart time, we're driving around the grid and get the fact, and it's just Perez and Verstappen high-fiving. It's simple. It really isn't it? It's not even that good, to be honest, but I think all the drivers are on the grid, aren't they? Yep. Is that the grid? No, pit lane. Pit lane. They moved around so they could drive to the pit lane. Okay, wait. I know that's from George Russell's. It's from George Russell's thing. I'm just looking through Twitter now, and we're going to do Russell just go over slap Bottas, and then we'll have Bottas give him the middle finger. Russell happy slapping Bottas. What is he? Right behaviour. Bottas telling Russell how many points he just lost out on. Get in there. Well done, the boys. We love a bit of I love petty behaviour. And by the way, I've just great to it as if we're only halfway through this race. I've only aged 42 years. That's George Russell there. Oh, Nicholas Latifi. So that's who is that? That is Nicholas Latifi. Just gonna have a look at the Bottas incident, I think. Look, I like it. The thing is, for me, Latifi's. Look at him. He's having a bit of fun in here. Thing is, he went out so early. Poor Latifi. I do feel because I like Nick Latifi as well. Just it's the straight. I don't even have any snacks for this race. Don't even have any snacks. Should have got some. We're not far off from the start here. We'll be very close. Very, very close indeed. As all the cars are now back out on the track, they will go line up. Hamilton, he will line up in ninth, something where we don't see Hamilton very often, sitting in that ninth position. Something very rare and something sort of out of the blue. Not that you'd expect from the boys. But, oh wait, what? No man, they're not even in the pit lane. They did a warm-up lap. Then they'll go back out on a formation. We should go straight to a standing start though. But Latifi and Russell, poor Williams had a good qualifying, their best qualifying. And then, fortunately, both out. And then we had Valtteri Bottas, that connection with George Russell, whose fault it is. Got to let us know in the chat. There's so many angles you can watch and sort of make your decision on. It's one of them ones. It's one of them ones where you go. But Max Verstappen, we've seen the positions games. It's Yuki Tsunoda with the most on 10. Raikkonen with 8th. Race control said safety car will enter pits. A rolling start, okay. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. Ah, that's unfair. I suppose maybe due to the tyres is my only thinking, but that'd be fun. I understand why they're doing the rolling start actually, because we should have done a stand-in. Michael Massey, come on, mate. Hold up, can I donate off the Sports Corner account? That would be great, wouldn't it? That would be so fucking funny. Because if he's linked to Joshua's card and stuff, just donate it to himself. There's the viewer activity there. But Verstappen will be starting first. Leclerc and Norris behind him. Then Perez and then Sainz. And then Ricciardo, Stroll, Hamilton. Hamilton in 8th, sorry. Right, so Raikkonen had dropped down. Tsunoda in 9th and Kimi Raikkonen in 10th. There's Raikkonen. Something happens with Raikkonen. Oh. He spins. Kimi Raikkonen does. So does lose a couple of places. Something you wouldn't expect from Kimi. Giovinazzi. Oh. Verstappen has spun now. So Verstappen spinning. Ooh. Verstappen nearly binning it. Oh, Verstappen. He's wanting to get them heat in the tyres, don't get me wrong, but he's nearly losing it. And we're away we go. Here we go. After a cheeky red flag, we've got another half a race left. Lando Norris on Charles Leclerc gets past him. Well done, Lando Norris. Tsunoda gets past Hamilton. Someone spun. It's Yuki Tsunoda after he gets past Lewis Hamilton. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda, man. Oh, poor Yuki, man. We might get another safety car here. No safety car. We're all good. We are all good. But Lando Norris bringing the fight to Charles Leclerc. Wow. I mean, Verstappen was a lap ahead of Hamilton. It is now 6 seconds. You're seeing Yuki Tsunoda here just loses it. You just see it goes so slow. The track is clear. But we're okay. The race is not red flagged again or yellow safety card. Imagine if we got another one. Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc. Norris seemingly throwing something out of his car then. I don't know what that was, but Perez, then Sainz and Ricciardo, Stroll, Hamilton, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi in the points now. Alonso, Gasly, Ocon, Vettel, Yuki Tsunoda drop down, then Schumacher and Mazepin. But Verstappen is a second ahead of Lando Norris. You'll expect him to pull away. Very interesting now. But he is on softs. I didn't notice that. Lando Norris is on softs. So can he make them hold on? Are they expecting to pit again and sort of have this gap? Big movements here from McLaren. I mean, he got him up to second, but can he hold on? Then Perez is also on softs. You see what Danny Ricci's on. If Danny Ricci's on softs as well, it's clear strategy by McLaren. If not, he sort of give Norris that quick early start to possibly get ahead of Charles Leclerc, slow the pack down. Maybe even slow it down for Danny Rick to maybe get up to 4th, 5th even. But Lando Norris has got to hold on. Only 11 degrees, so it's not hot. Should be okay. The fastest sector is set by Max Verstappen. Sector 2. And he will set the fastest lap of the race. So with the track extremely dry. He's out of DRS range as well. Sainz and Ricciardo. Getting a lovely little Ferrari, Red Bull and McLaren. Ferrari, Red Bull and McLaren. All 2 of their races driving. And then you see Hamilton down 8th. We'll have to get past Lance Stroll, the Canadian. Canadian and the Aston Martin man. Here we go. But can Verstappen's just gaining a lead. He's just gaining a lead. It's not what you want to see here. Hamilton behind Stroll though. Qualified in pole position. Can he hold on? Can he hold on and get further up the pack? He drops down to third now, so I feel like it would be Verstappen who'd go up to first, Charles Leclerc who would go up to, I think, second, and then Hamilton in third. But Leclerc got fourth, didn't he? So that makes more sense. So Bottas would get no points today, which is huge. It is huge in the landscape of the race. Verstappen sets another fastest lap. He's got the lap to 2 seconds. 2 seconds to Lando Norris. Will he be able to get? And Bob Lewis Hamilton will be hunting down that Aston Martin. We'll get him here. Maybe 2 more laps and he might get Lance Stroll. Luckily, enough time for Hamilton to make his way through the pack. Enough time for a lot of these drivers to try push up. There's a yellow flag set to 1 and 2. Sergio Perez has binned it. Sergio Perez is moving slow. Sergio Perez has dropped down out of the points. Sergio Perez has dropped down to 14th now. And he's moving slow. There we go. But now, this is big for Ferrari. Ferrari 3 and 4, 3rd and 4th. Just watching it here. Just spins it. Just goes a bit wide. Bins it into the gravel. He did say no damage, which is nice to hear if you are a Red Bull fan. But Sergio Perez dropping down like a fly. Max Verstappen though sets another fastest lap, but Antonio Giovinazzi, has he done it? Has my prediction come true? Lewis Hamilton on the tail of Lance Stroll, goes to the left, Stroll. Hamilton holds on, good overtake by Lewis Hamilton. Stroll doesn't give it up without a fight, and now he's got a honey badger in his sights. Got honey badger. Can he get him? This will be... Oh, he's got him. He's got him close. He's got him very close. Good at Lewis. Pulls him on the left. Stroll tries to stick with it. He just can't. He has to get on that dry patch of the track. But by the way, Ferrari 3rd and 4th, not what you would have expected. And Venice, McLaren 2nd and 5th as well. We will have 23 laps left after this lap finishes. 24 as it stands now. .3 seconds between Norris and Leclerc. 1.6 seconds between Leclerc and Sainz, his teammate. It's very, very close right now. But speaking of that, Max Verstappen way out ahead. Stroll. Stroll, he's having major issues. Major issues with car. Could allow Pierre Gasly to get into the points. And it will. Gasly gets past Fernando Alonso. Maybe Fernando getting to the points here. As it stands though, great race from the Alfa Romeos as well, considering they qualified in 16th and 17th. They are now in 8th and 9th. Obviously, there's still a way to go, and you would expect Gasly to catch them up, possibly even if Sergio Perez make his way through the pack. But well done to both of them, especially Antonio, who is currently made up 7 places. Hold up. He's made up 7 places so far. No, less. 8 more. Perez goes wide again. Goes wide again. Perez. Into the gravel. He's lost it. He's really lost this race. It's Verstappen 4 seconds. He is setting fastest lap after fastest lap. And Max Verstappen does not stop. He keeps on rolling. He's unreal, isn't he, Max Verstappen? Doesn't stop. Does not stop. And he is storming through. He is absolutely storming. No! No! Giovanazzi's had to come into the pits. Something to do with his brakes. Oh, summer tyres. Oh, this race is fucked. It's shit. Why? Why? Disappointed. I'm severely disappointed. Race is shit. F1's shit. Why would they do that? Why? No need. No need. Oops. No need for that. Just want to ruin my hopes and dreams. I've seen Antonio Giovinazzi getting the points. Verstappen, by the way, setting another fastest lap. He is going and he will not stop. Fucking hell. He just goes, doesn't he? He's so talented. I'm jealous. As by the way, it's Hamilton on the arse of Daniel Ricciardo. Ricciardo can't hold it, and Lewis Hamilton does well and gets past Daniel Ricciardo. He's got Carlos Sainz now ahead of him. Ricciardo can hold, and this could be a lovely recovery race from Lewis Hamilton. Drop down to 8th on the restart due to Kimi Raikkonen slipping. But Valtteri Bottas there. Obviously, he's out of the race. Hamilton's in it, and he's moving. He's like Limp Bizkit. He is rolling. Seeing the Aston Martin there, I think is Sebastian Vettel up against Alonso. A battle of the world champions, the veterans. See Alonso a little bit longer than a veteran, but still a veteran. Seb is. We're getting a battle between these two guys here. I think a second between them both. Possibly. Yep. Verstappen sets another fastest lap. Vettel is catching. Vettel is catching. And I say that, and there is a fastest lap, and it's Lewis Hamilton. He is quick. He is very quick. Lewis Hamilton. He's going to catch up to 3 seconds between him. From him and Thinger. Oof. But this is great. Hamilton. This could be one of the recovery drives we talk about of the season. Nice. Those sort of words that Hamilton wants to hear of Norris being on soft should drop off. If by the both McLarens went on softs, could have ruined their race, but it sort of allowed Norris to get into second. Sebastian Vettel does just go into the gravel on his hunt for Fernando Alonso. Just skims it, just skims the gravel. 20 laps left though. 20 laps left. I mean, AWS is saying strike. He does. He's that good. If he catches up to Verstappen, I don't think he will. I really don't, but we are going to see a new podium placer for this season. We could see 2, as it stands. Wow. If the podium says is, we would have the youngest average age podium in F1 history. That would be Verstappen, Norris and Leclerc. Wow. 22 years and 307 days is the average age of all 3 of the drivers. Which is incredible. Lewis Hamilton here. On the hunt. We're on board with him. He'll have Carlos Sainz side. Does see him. Just in the distance. Not far off. But definitely enough room for Lewis Hamilton to catch up. But this is getting very interesting. This is getting very interesting indeed. Good opportunity in this third again. But Hamilton, he's getting signs. He's just. Does he have enough time? I don't. He won't. But this is fucking incredible. FIA will do anything to have Hamilton in the race. What are you on about, gosh? I do think they should have had a standing start. Don't get me wrong, but ooh, Tsunoda It's breaking track limits. UK is. Poor UK. I don't know what the FIA... I don't think the FIA have really done. Hamilton kept his track thing moving. The collision happened. I do think we should have had a standing start. I think it would have led for more interesting racing, but I think the reasoning was that we could just see the exact same incident of both cars just not having enough tyres because they've had to stop. But you could have just started very quick. So, I don't know. I would have been fair, Hamilton probably would have got up them places a lot quicker. Oh, Rowan spilled his drink. It's all gone wrong. Yeah, he was a lap down to Verstappen. Yeah, true. 100%. But I suppose it's a red flag. That situation was always going to be a red flag because the amount of debris that was on the track. I think it's just unlucky from Verstappen. You know what I mean? I think it's very unlucky that when Hamilton does come up and he gets that lap gap, Bottas and Russell both collide into each other. It does sound so sketchy because it is both William, it's the Merc drivers as well. As race control has given a black and white flag for Yuki Tsunoda for track limits. This is Sergio Perez on Sebastian Vettel. Another little good battle between these two drivers. Not what you expect the Red Bull to be, but maybe that second Red Bull seat is cursed. Maybe it is. It's Gasly. We'll overtake Kimi Räikkönen. Well done, Pierre Gasly. Had a poor start, but kept it rolling. And then up in 20th now. The Haas are not in it today. Giovinazzi had to drop down because of that pit. Tsunoda track limits. Perez dropped down, then Vettel, then Alonso, then Ocon. Ocon in the points. Then Räikkönen. Then Gasly, Stroll, Ricciardo, Hamilton, Sainz, Leclerc, Norris, and Verstappen. So it's all very close. How many laps left? 16 laps left for Max Verstappen just to hold on. And we're still on board with Sergio Perez now. We're trying to get past Sebastian Vettel. Really two ends of the sword right now. Verstappen winning the race. Sergio Perez fighting for 12th. Really, he's got in both ways as it stands. Really is. Oh, but I feel like I don't want to. The red flag hasn't slowed the game down. Don't get me wrong, but it is thingy. By the way, Perez is slipping a lot in this race. Perez going on the long way around. On Perez on. Oh, he goes wide. He slides and Vettel will get past him. Vettel just pulls away. Let's sort of Perez make that mistake. And we'll get this battle again, but it's just another lap that Perez is now hunting down where he's not been able to release to go against Alonso and then go against Ocon. He's sort of prolonging the inevitable. Opportunity though now. Can we see anyone catch up Verstappen? I think Verstappen is very winning this race heavy. Is that the word? He's doing it basically. He's winning. He's winning. But we could get a nice other little battle there. Oh. Ferraris now though. Right behind. So, Norris, this is close. I didn't realise how close this was. Look, Norris is 11 seconds behind Verstappen. More importantly, Leclerc 900ths of a second behind Norris. Sainz 1.1 seconds behind his teammate. Hamilton 900ths of a second behind Sainz. As Perez does eventually get past him. But oh my God, this is one more thing to happen. One more piece of drama. One piece of something. You know what I mean? Is that too much to ask? We have had multiple yellow flags, a red flag. I mean, 15 laps, by the way. 15 laps gone left. Not many left though. Verstappen is smoothing on through. It's Hamilton. Ooh, Sainz will close him off. Sainz holds him off for then. Hamilton a little bit of escape. Tony hawking it up. Can he get it? No one's catching Verstappen, but Hamilton possibly. Can he get a podium? Will he take a podium away from one of them Ferraris, or even that McLaren if Leclerc can use the slipstream of Hamilton, if he can stay with him in enough to catch up to Lando Norris. I'm saying this as if Hamilton is guaranteeing taking over Carlos Sainz quick. As it stands right now, we have got the youngest podium lineup in F1 history. Right, as it stands, that is. As it stands. And it's so cool. It's a good close battle. A really close battle right now. It's a really close battle, though, between these Ferraris. Oh, Hamilton does get past Carlos Sainz, though. He will get past him. Now it's Charles Leclerc in his sights. Charles Leclerc in his sights. Can he get him? Vamos, Carlos. That's his Captain Tower. Vamos, Carlos. I mean, he just loses him. Carlos Sainz, if anything, I think if Ferrari get a 5th and 4th finish, it is not the worst. Considering how they were last season, if they can get consistent finishes in and around podiums and slowly start working towards them, I think that's a successful season for Ferrari. They're definitely not going to challenge for the title. That is for Verstappen and Hamilton. But Leclerc and Sainz, I mean, you look, Perez down in 12th. Bottas is out of the race. It's a huge opportunity for the Ferraris to get points up. Norris complained about vibrations. But they're not good ones. They're bad vibrations. Not my favourite song as well. Hamilton sets the fastest lap. Can he see Charles Leclerc? And well, I mean, shall we say that Charles Leclerc is right on the tail of Lando Norris? Oh, look at this. Good 3 drivers here, incredible. And 4 in fairness to Sainz, but Norris, Leclerc and Hamilton. Norris looking for his highest ever F1 finish. Obviously got his first podium last year, win 3rd. Can he get his second? Would it be his 3rd podium or his 2nd podium? But his first ever 2nd place. But Lewis Hamilton, can he put a dampener on either Charles Leclerc or Lando Norris? If Leclerc can get past Norris before Hamilton gets him, I don't think it's happening. Not 700ths of a second behind Charles Leclerc, but Charles Leclerc is probably 400ths of a second behind Lando Norris. All very close. He's 800ths of a second, sorry. And then 800 seconds from Hamilton to Leclerc. So close battle here. Ricciardo got a bit of a lead from Lance Stroll. No, he don't actually, sorry. Sainz is 12 seconds ahead of him, which just shows the pace that Lewis Hamilton had. Jesus, man. We're coming down the straight, though. 0-0 at the... I'm about to say 0-0. What am I on about? Norris, Leclerc, Hamilton. It's a battle. I'm about to say for the future, but it's not. Norris and Leclerc is that battle we're looking forward to. And Verstappen, but if not, it's Hamilton. I mean, I know so many people complain about when Hamilton things, but surely people should be complaining, oh, look at Verstappen 13 seconds ahead. It's unfair. 11 laps left in this race. And we've got a good battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Nothing else really going on the track. Kimi Raikkonen is going to hopefully get some points here. Ocon is close, or 500ths of a second to Raikkonen for Ocon. And Raikkonen is nearly 8 seconds. Tsunoda will get past Sebastian Vettel. So he's moving there. But Lewis Hamilton, he keeps his car going. When he's spun out, he keeps it going. You know what I mean? He keeps the car moving. And it keeps him in the race right now. Going into Ravazza. Hamilton, this is his time now. He's got DRS, but so does Leclerc. Norris is the only one who doesn't. Not budging. Not budging. One more DRS zone, possibly. One more DRS zone, but Hamilton is close. He's 300ths of a second behind Charles Leclerc. Can he get him? This is off for an entertaining ending. A really entertaining ending. Hamilton, he's not far off. Lewis Hamilton moving. Right now, he's making moves. He's a primetime player. I mean, Leclerc's close to Lando Norris. We can't forget about that. We really can't. He's so close. Ribena, mate. I'm having a Ribena. Thank you for asking. It's a Ribena. Because for fairness, when the red flag went, I was like, I've got to get another drink. I've got another Ribena. Will he get him here when we get to DRS on? Thing is, Leclerc doesn't have DRS, but Hamilton does. Hamilton, not getting him here. Not getting him here. By the way, Lando Norris holding on, but I'm just so worried just because the other two are so close to him. And they're not on softs, whereas Lando Norris is. Lando Norris is on softs, so... Good Dortmund. Still 3-1. Lawrence and Team Radio. Norris just saying, make sure there's blue flags ahead. Who would it be? Nikita Mazepin. I would presume, maybe Mick Schumacher, but I would presume Nikita Mazepin. Lando has just got to go. Can he go? Can Lando Norris hold on? Can Lewis Hamilton catch Charles Leclerc? As Verstappen is just setting fastest laps. He's rolling right now. Max Verstappen is 8 laps left though. Is it enough time? Is it enough time? Because he hasn't, in the past 2 laps, he hasn't been able to catch on. As Nikita Mazepin is trending on Twitter. I don't know what for. And he gets past him. Lewis Hamilton, he gets past Charles Leclerc. And now it's Lando Norris. So Raikkonen is going to be investigated after the race. Rolling start procedure infringement. In fairness, he does lose places, but... Wow. In fairness, the red is, what's it called? As we do see the back markers, but the red flag has helped. Has helped him. Has helped Lewis Hamilton. And Hamilton shows his quality to get past Charles Leclerc. Five-second penalty for Yuki Tsunoda for track limits, which means Vettel will be ahead of him at the end of the race. Yuki Tsunoda, man. That's so many warnings he had as well. So many. But Lando Norris now in second. Norris is just on old soft, so Hamilton just has a good car. I think he's a good driver. Don't get me wrong, I do think he's a good driver, but yeah. He has a good car, but we say good cars. Verstappen is nearly 14 seconds ahead of Norris. Very clearly, 18 seconds ahead of Norris. He's clearly got a good car as well. As it stands, Verstappen will be getting 26 points. I think the red flag get 100% helped. It did. It helped with A's. But in fairness, it's helped a lot of drivers. It helped Norris get up into second because he could go into the softs. It helped Pierre Gasly close up that gap to the rest of the pack. They also didn't help with the Haas, because, well, it's the Haas. And somehow they're a minute behind Giovinazzi. Somehow. I don't know how they are. Giovinazzi could have been on for points today as well. If he didn't have to... it wasn't even a pit. He literally pit. They removed something from his car and then he went back out. 6. Watch one on YouTube, mate, Hamilton, mate. It will be. It probably will be. Not talk about Verstappen's thing. But unfortunately, he's the moneymaker. He's Lewis Hamilton. Everyone knows Lewis Hamilton. Teases it on the left, doesn't on the inside, doesn't go for it. He's the cash cow winner. He brings in the money. He brings in the money. Hamilton now. Can Lando Norris hold on? Norris complaining about his tyres. He is losing time and he's worried, will he lose time to Charles Leclerc? But Lando Norris, he's got to hold off Lewis Hamilton for the time being. Sergio Perez, by the way, trying to catch up to get past Fernando Alonso and Ocon, tried to at least get some points from more points from Red Bull today. As if not, it's going to be Verstappen bringing in that bacon. So it goes back a little bit, not enough to hinder his time. 800th of a second. 800th of a second. I know, mate. He's the moneymaker, unfortunately. He's the moneymaker. It's like a lot of sports where they will push a certain player because he brings in more money. He brings in a lot of money. But he should get Lando Norris here. Goes on the... Doesn't get him that time. Norris defends well. By the way, well done to Fulham today. Eddie Nketiah in the 9th of... Arsenal shithoused it. As in the Old Firm. Rangers are currently winning 2-0 as well. I can't believe PSG won. Fucking shithoused it. Absolutely shithoused it. What lap right now? We are on the 58th lap. There is 5 laps left, mate. 5 laps left of this race. There's Pierre Gasly round wide on the gravel there. We'll lose a lot of time there. Bumpity bump. Bumpity bump. Bumpity bump, really? Showing the AlphaTauri. We'll wipe my desk down after. Rowan labelled the most unfair spot. Really? I understand that obviously cars are a thing, but unfair in terms of getting into it. You have to have money and stuff like that. I think getting into it, yeah. Getting into the sport is hard. Don't get me wrong. Norris is just defending from Hamilton again and again. Lando Norris, a veteran performance from him today to defend against Lewis Hamilton. Norris on team radio. The clutch is slipping on the middle of corners. It's pay to win. Exactly. It is pay to... Well, it is and it isn't. Because the Haas, they get a lot of money, but you've got to get performances. But in terms of, in terms of getting into the sport, you've got to have money. You've got to have money and you've got to come from an area where it is possible to get to it. As Lando Norris is knocking a paddle when he's driving. Can Norris hold on? I mean, if he gets third, it's still a good performance from Lando. It's still a great performance, so it won't get the second. But we're on the straight right now. He's got to get him now, Lewis Hamilton. And Hamilton goes a long way around. We'll get past him. And now it's a big battle. Can Norris hold on to set third? And Hamilton's guaranteed himself second. 3 laps left. I think this race is done, mate. Guys, I think the race is done. But Charles Leclerc is close. He is close. All Norris had to do was just hold it from Hamilton. It was going to be tough. Just couldn't. You know what? 2 more laps and I think Norris may have secured it. Just couldn't hold on. Norris just saying he's too quick for me. Couldn't hold on. But well done to Lando Norris. Defended so valiantly. And now 3 laps to go. And Charles Leclerc is close. He's 1.6 seconds behind. I know there's 2 laps left. There's not many laps left. But Max Verstappen, clinical performance. He's never led the World Championship in his F1 career. And he's going to do it now. And Captain Terry has just said, Forza Ferrari. Can Charles Leclerc do it? Thing is, I like both drivers. I do. I really do. And I'd say I'm more of a McLaren fan. And I think Lando Norris will get it. Hamilton. 3 laps remaining, and he gets the fastest lap. Steals 1 point away. It's Hamilton. We'll go into first because of that fastest lap. Oof. Lando Norris, though, moves up into 3rd place in the Drivers' Championship. Well done to him. Please do a mistake, Hamilton. Mate, unfortunately, I don't think he will. He can drive however slow he wants. He knows he's got the pace if he needs to switch up just. By the way, in the middle of the pack, Lance Stroll has caught up to Daniel Ricciardo. Same with Pierre Gasly. But Max Verstappen has been absolutely unreal today. Yellow flag set to 2. Now, it's a green flag, so no safety car. No safety car, we're not going to end under it. Someone said Mazepin was there. Has Mazepin spun? Has Mazepin spin? Nah. Norris going to get driver of the day. More or less going to get driver of the day with Verstappen 2nd, Hamilton 3rd. But I think this race is done and dusted. It was Nikita Mazepin who spun. No race isn't complete without a Mazepin. It's not. Every race, do you think we'll get... Genuinely, do you think, let's say, Haas get to the 9th race of the season and Mazepin has spun every race, do you think they try to replace him? I know he brings in money and stuff, but... Finish race. Oh, Seb has had to retire the car. Has had to retire the car, unfortunately. I mean, this race, you just said finish race. You're going to be a little bit ahead of me because I watch it online. Then this race is done and dusted. 63 laps in. Max Verstappen will go win this. I think Lando Norris will get 3rd. Fittipaldi should get a few races. Exactly. Who's under there? So it is Fittipaldi. Who's there? The Haas Driver Academy. Not Drivers 21. Driver Academy. Who's do they use? Who do they use? Haas. Are they Ferrari? They use Ferrari, don't they? Maybe Callum Miller. I'd like Callum Miller, but Max Verstappen over the line. He's DNF 3 last year, won this year, and Max Verstappen wins in Italy. He does it by 22 seconds. Lewis Hamilton will come home in 2nd. Lando Norris will come home in 3rd. It's a podium place for Lando Norris and for the McLarens. Leclerc in 4th. Signs of 5th. Good placement for Ferrari. And Daniel Ricciardo will eventually, 23 seconds later, will come home in 6th. Lance Stroll is close. I want them to show it. I think it's over anyway, but well done to Max Verstappen though. Clinical this entire race. He did not stop. As Ricciardo, Stroll, Gasly, Raikkonen get some points and Ocon will get that final point. But what a race. What a race. We had a red flag, we had yellow flags, we had spins, we had crashes. We had everything you could have hoped for in a race. And we had a Max Verstappen win. A Lando Norris podium and a Lewis Hamilton recovery drive. People aren't a fan of Lewis, but he's done it there. Thank you to everyone who has watched today. I genuinely do appreciate it. I really do. Obviously, after the start as well, we're just going to think. After the start as well, I do appreciate everyone sticking in and around. Don't forget to check out youtube.com. You're already on it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, notification, all that nonsense. Twitter at the _top corner. See when I'm going to go live on what's coming up on the channel. The website, the sports-corner.com, and the Instagram, the _sports corner _. Don't forget to check out KL's Watchalong. That will be later on tonight for the MLS. The MLS games have had some good ones. KL, maybe not as much, but can he have another good game? Don't forget to tune into that. That will be later tonight. Don't forget to check out Twitter. You can see when I'm going live. And peace.